Mark, what have we got in this bag here?
Well, I don't know. I've seen the number 10, but I haven't seen this this nice coloured one.
Should we do it?
Let's do it now.
Hi everyone, James Robinson here. If you're new to the channel and this is your first time watching my content, first of all, I'd like to warmly welcome you to the channel, and especially if you are already a subscriber, I'd like to even warmly I'd like to thank you for already subscribing. In today's video, guys, it's very important that if you do enjoy this video, you leave us a like, because that lets us know that you're enjoying the content. And we have Mark with us. Mark, the mid-handicap tester. How are you?
Everybody. Hi, I'm good, thank you.
How's the handicap, Mark? Where are we?
Handicap's good. It's starting to come down.
Where are we?
It's 13.
13. We might well be needing a new mid-handicapper at some point.
Yeah, but there's another, what, 5 shots yet?
Yeah, you're mid-handicapper until you single figures, really, aren't you? So Mark, talk us through what we have here, because this is kind of the talking point. This is obviously, you've all seen the title of the video. This is what we're talking about.
Yes. I mean,
and the head cover looks quite cool.
Snazzy head cover, isn't it?
I feel like these are going to be quite similar. So we have stroke clad, basically Spider, but number 10. And what's this? So this
is something called the triple track.
So on the bottom it looks like a Spider. We have the number 10, we have different colours on there though, super high MOI. We're going to talk through all the tech, but then we spin it round, Mark, and what do we have? Look at that. This, I think this could be a big deal, Mark. What do you think?
Well, it looks nice.
Looks alright, doesn't it?
Looks nice. Bit racy.
Racy, yeah.
A bit racy. Lots of people might like that on the putting green.
Should we hit a few putts with them?
Let's hit a few.
Right, Mark, so I'll go first. I'm going to hit a few putts. I'll line them up generally, so I'm going to line up to this hole. I think this putter is kind of about alignment a little bit, isn't it? So that should...
It is. But wait a minute, James.
Yeah?
Shouldn't you be using this ball?
That makes sense, doesn't it? So that's a triple track ball, isn't it?
It is indeed.
So as we can see here, guys, now, if we were to line up the triple track with the triple track on the ball, how cool's that? I think that could save people a lot of shots.
It could.
So we'll line it with that instead. We'll kick that away. It could do quite well for... Oh, look. There's a TP5 gone down there, Mark, so don't forget
I'll remember to pick that up then.
This could do very well for Callaway's ball sales. I think that could be a bit of a ploy, do you?
Yep, highly likely. I mean, it works together. Let's see whether an expert putter like yourself, James, can
I'm not sure
do
about
something
that.
with this.
Then the golden rule about a putter review, Mark, if the first one goes in, you have to bag it, don't you?
You do.
So that's interesting. When I'm lining it up, it's amazing how I've not hit a putt with this yet, and neither's Mark. Amazing how meticulous I'm being. So I guess really you have to be really, said the word, didn't I, meticulous with how the ball's lined up, and then also how the putter's lined up to the ball. Oh, it was a nice roll though. I think that's one thing which I'd really enjoy. I'd really enjoy the feedback of the roll on the ball, Mark, would you?
Yes, definitely.
So guys, it's obviously no coincidence that we do now have the triple track on the putter. We have the triple track on the putter, we have it on the ball, and there's going to be a whole range of triple track putters as well, one of which is the 2-ball. And Mark, can you imagine see his face then, imagine a 2-ball with a triple track on. This is a great, honestly, I think this could make this golf ball start selling a lot more. Obviously that's what Callaway want, but... Ooh, close.
It's close. Yep.
Very close.
Very close.
Closer than mine, actually. Right, I think we'll see that one in though, Mark, to be fair. How'd you like the flag?
Unattended, thank you.
Is that left in?
Yeah,
as is. See, one thing that I think could catch people here is if you're not used to lining the ball up or lining the ball up properly, obviously it's going to help having those lines on there, but I think you have to know how to properly line the ball up, maybe use your eye dominancy. So how do you feel like that was to line up?
Fairly straightforward. Fairly straightforward. Yeah, it looks pretty good actually.
Yeah, it does look good, doesn't it? From a distance it looks...
Try and do.
Oh, all day. All day. So guys, other technology on this putter, it basically has the full works that the Stroke Lab 10 does have. So it does have the new micro hinge star face insert, it does have the wings on the back for super high MOI, and it literally says that on the putter there as well. That's how confident Callaway and Odyssey are. Super high MOI. It's not just any old MOI, Mark, it's super high MOI. Did you ever test the standard one?
No.
Should we show people
No,
what the
I've tried
standard
that
one
as
looks like as
No.
well?
Yeah, certainly.
So obviously guys, this here is the standard Odyssey Stroke Lab 10. This caused it caused a lot of controversy, Mark. Can you tell why?
A bit of a stir,
Yeah.
because it looks very similar to a rival's putter.
It looks very similar to some insect-like sort of maybe little creature.
Yes,
It's bad as not an insect though, is it?
it's an arachnid.
There we go, arachnid. So, and you see, I actually really liked the lineup of, sorry, I've walked all over your line there, but I really liked the standard lineup on this, because this has got a little bit of glitter in it, if I can really get in there. That's not just any old white line, that has really like a sparkle to it.
Fair enough, but the noticeable thing is it's quite a thick
It
white
is, it's
line.
very thick.
It's not just a dainty white line to try and line up.
Yeah.
It's a robust line. So
if you were to compare it with this to line up, how would you feel? Or how do you feel?
that is perfectly good to line up for me.
Yeah?
That looks sexy though.
And what about if we brought in standard ball? So now we're going to just look at a standard TaylorMade TP5 lined up as opposed to the ball that does match the putter.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you'd have to, in fact, and there's a test that I think we should probably look at as well. Guys, do you feel like you'd have to go the ball to match the putter? So if you did buy this putter, are you using that golf ball for life, or could you use a standard lined up ball like that? Or would that work, Mark, do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Oh yeah. I think it would work perfectly well.
Yeah.
It does look very good though next to
Its
the
counterpart.
RC ball.
Yeah?
Looks great.
That's with the standard one, so we don't need to worry about this, Mark, do we? Could say you've learnt the line a little bit.
Yes, I knew the line.
So guys, I'll line up and I'll go with a standard ball. So just I use obviously the TP5 at the moment, so standard line. I don't have all the colours, I don't have all the technology. You see guys, there is quite a lot of technology behind the triple track. It's not just literally drawing lines on. So when I met with Callaway, they said to me that you can't just literally, you can't get a Sharpie marker and draw that on. It wouldn't work, it wouldn't have the same effect. Visually, it wouldn't have the same effect. And generally, Callaway feel like they've not used this to its full potential, hence why it's now on a putter. Mark, could you see this on a driver at some point? Imagine
Yeah,
that.
why not?
Why not?
Ooh, so close.
So Mark, I'll tell you what we'll do. Because I'm a professional and you are a mid-handicapper,
Indeed.
we're going to have a bit of a test. We're both going to hit 3 balls with a standard Stroke Lab, so
Okay.
a Stroke Lab 10. We're then going to hit 3 balls with a Stroke Lab 10 with the triple track technology
track, okay.
and the triple track technology ball. Try saying that quickly. And we're going to see basically how much it can possibly improve you. We're going to try and find a pretty straight putt. And what Callaway basically said is that generally a lot of golfers, generally with putting, the stroke's okay, the distance is okay, the club face control is okay, but their alignment is terrible.
Yeah.
And that's generally what they've said,
key.
isn't it? They're
That's
trying
key.
to
Yeah.
they're trying to get people to align the ball a lot better
Getting the
towards the
alignment,
hole.
face to ball, and
Wh-
track that you want it going on. Yeah,
Triple track.
indeed.
Which putter would you like to go with first?
I'll go with this one.
It's
first.
in your hands,
It's
isn't
in
it?
my hand.
So we've got a little bit of a right to left swinger, Mark.
We have.
Greens aren't the quickest because it is winter.
Yep. And they're quite damp. They've been hollow-tined as well.
Love English winter golf.
So, anyway, here we are. Triple track ball and the triple track putter. A couple of mouthfuls there. That was just a weak
Just
putt.
needed hitting, didn't it?
Weak putt
The line was good.
through that.
Move that out of the way because that could well affect another one. I'm sure there is some really good scientific testing you could do here, but I just feel like getting outside with putters is kind of the be all and end all.
Yeah.
You taking that from 10 feet, Mark? It's going to be a birdie putt for you, isn't it, that?
I would hope so. If I was putting from here, then yes, I'm disappointed to miss it. Just a bit too firm.
Oh.
Just a bit too firm, that one.
Oh. So tell you what, Mark, I'm going to do the same, then we're going to swap over and go non-triple track, both putter
Yeah.
and ball.
Sure.
The bold colours on the ball, I have done a full ball review as well, guys, so if you want to go have an in-depth review on the ball and the technology behind the ball, by all means, I'm not going to go through it again in this video because I don't want to bore you. Not that it's boring, but you can watch that video. So again, I'm being really meticulous with the lineup, and then to line the ball up with the putter. I don't know if this is a little bit. It almost puts me off a little bit. You know, I put it down. It's a millimetre away, so I have to kind of put it down again. I love when I get it, and I love that roll as well. If you could see that on camera,
yeah,
the roll
that was great effort.
end.
That was good effort.
It was really nice. And I suppose that's a big thing as well, isn't it? The feedback you can get, it's going to help you with your putting. It's going to help you with your stroke as well. Must be.
Whee!
Oh, that's gone in dead weight as well. I even think if you're not a fan of this, I think you could almost just learn to like it. That spoke volumes to me then.
Yeah.
Results. Results, results. And again. Oh. So guys, for 3 putts there, let's be fair guys, for 3 putts there, we've got 1 in and 2 there, and that's, I mean, I know it's winter greens, it is in the UK. If you've ever played winter golf in the UK, you'll know what me and Mark mean by that. It just felt all so simple. Right Mark, so I'm pretty impressed with that. In fact, I'm very impressed with that. Shall we now go non-triple track?
Non-triple track.
I mean, it's sat there on its own, and it just like looks so lonesome. I'm going to play some slow music on that now, because how would you feel if you'd spent all that money on one of those, then they come along with this? Because that's been out like maybe a few months.
It's been out a few months, yeah.
How would you feel? Imagine if you play the Callaway ball already as well.
If I was already playing with the ball, I'd be disappointed.
I would hope actually so that maybe Callaway would look and say, if you're a loyal customer, if you've played the ball, if you can prove that you've been buying the ball, playing the ball, and you have one of those, maybe they'll help. Maybe.
Who knows?
Non-triple track, we're going to pick this up off the floor, because although it's not exactly old news, is it?
No, it's not.
Beautiful putter that. So obviously Mark, if we were going to compare these putters, both of them do have the Stroke Lab technology in the shaft, so that's where we take weight out of the shaft, proportionate in the head, proportionate in the top of the grip.
Yes.
Gives us a little bit of a counterbalance effect as well, so you still get that technology in the new Stroke Lab Triple Track. So how do you feel now? Because obviously it's new technology to us anyway. Do you feel still fairly comfortable looking down at that?
Because I'm used to setting my club up with a line and a ball line, I'm comfortable with it. But it's noticeably not as easy as that.
Noticeably not as easy.
One out of one.
Now obviously we do have to say that we are playing the same putt because we want it to be fairly consistent, we want it to be fair. That's going to work in swings and roundabouts because it's the same putt. We've played the putt now 3 times.
Yeah.
But you're still lining it up, Mark, aren't you?
Yeah, still lining it up.
Good line.
How to hit it hard.
I guess it depends if you're a visual person or not, doesn't it? I suppose if you're not a visual person and you don't line the ball up, well obviously then it's definitely not going to be for you, is it? But
yeah.
So 1 out of 3.
1 out of 3.
Got to be said actually though, you've missed low side on 2 of those, and from what I can recall with the triple track putter, I don't think you missed low side, did you?
I didn't, no.
So for me that's probably better alignment with this. I know it's a very vague test, but you can only test what you can test, can't you?
No, definitely.
Can I have a go?
Go on then, you can have a go.
So you see, for me, when I reviewed this, the Stroke Lab 10, the Spider, let's be fair, I really enjoyed the feel of it. I really enjoyed the feel off this new insert, the micro hinge star technology, and I've remembered that without even looking on the bottom there where it reminds us, so really happy about that as well. It just feels a little bit firm, it feels a little bit more clicky, as opposed to the standard micro hinge insert that you do get on the previous Stroke Lab putters. I'm going to say the old ones because they're not old, but I'm so excited about the 2-ball. Honestly, potentially guys, you could see the 2-ball in my bag this year with the triple track because I've seen it and it looks awesome. So that's low as well. I felt I could line that up quite good as well. If you know guys, but if you're wondering why I'm talking about the low side guys, the low side is not the pros miss. The low side is the miss where the ball gets away from you. If you're going to miss a putt, you want to miss it high side. The ball actually goes closer to the hole and you're left with a much shorter putt. Obviously alignment's going to help with that, isn't it?
Definitely.
Do you like a good low side miss, Mark, or a high side miss?
No, I'd much rather miss on the high side.
More chance of it.
It means the ball's actually got to the hole.
Yeah.
First and foremost.
You see,
like
you don't get the feedback as well.
Honours even.
Now you see, for me guys, there, one big factor that I've taken from that test, and we can call it a test, it was just a bit of a play around really, wasn't it? But for me, the feedback on the ball, so when we tested, have I got any here? I've got all the blank balls. Have you got? Exactly. So when we tested this ball, the feedback on the ball for me was the biggest factor in this video, in this test. Obviously the putter helps. I think lining the ball up with the putter is a huge benefit and a huge thing that you can do.
Yeah.
But I really like this on the ball, and when I tested it I know I liked it, and then I sort of forgot about it. But they are putting this on obviously the premium balls now as well, so I think that's gonna play a huge role, isn't it? I know Mickelson and a few others are gaming this.
Yeah, certainly.
And Xander Schauffele put one of those in play as well in Hawaii.
Right.
Mark, is there anything you want to say about it? Obviously from a mid-handicap point of view.
No.
Can I say as well, I really enjoyed having you on the test. It's not often we combine our tests, is it? We usually do them separate.
No, that's right. That's right. I liked it.
Yeah.
I like it a lot. The shaft I like anyway. I think it's a great. I think the shaft is a really.
You're using it in your tool-on, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's in my current putter. Yeah, it looks good. Particularly the black edging with the strong white line down the middle. The outside, you lose it on the ground.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's purely a white line that you're lining up with the ball. It looks.
Got to say, obviously it's late on in the afternoon now. We're losing daylight, and that really sort of
it just springs out.
Pops out on you, doesn't it? And then if you put the golf ball down there as well. One thing which I didn't like is how meticulous you had to be. So if you set up like that, obviously we know that that is incorrect, and we know that that's exactly why the technology's come out.
Yeah.
But like, imagine if you play with a guy who's really, really, really slow, and then he.
Yeah, it can get in the way, but it's the same with any setting up on the green with the golf ball. If you're going to muddle around with the putter all the time, you're going to do it no matter whether you've got this.
That's a great point, actually. Yeah, great
in
point.
my experience.
Well, guys, Mark, thank you ever so much for coming on. Really appreciate having you on.
Thank you.
That's really tangled myself up there. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Do hope you've enjoyed it. That has been a bit more of a relaxed review, but actually, I really enjoyed it, and I hope you have too. Mark, I hope you've enjoyed testing the new Stroke Lab 10. Could you see it going in the bag?
Yeah, it's possible.
I need to get my hands on a 2-ball, because that could be could be game changing.
I had the 2-ball when it first came out.
Yeah, I did, the white hot.
When it first came out.
Reminiscing. Good times.
I'll have a look at that.
Guys, thanks so much for watching. Make sure you do leave that thumbs up if you have enjoyed it. Make sure you hit the subscribe button as well if you haven't. The channel's growing lovely, and we really want you to be a part of it. Yeah. What would you go, triple track or normal? See you tomorrow.
See ya.